Javier Gutierrez, the director of Before the Fall, Tres Días. Kind of a dark tale. It's a dark tale for adults. It's about the end of the world. It's apocalyptic story set the last 3 days before a meteorite fell against the Earth, and at the same time tells the story of revenge and a family, how one guy has to protect some children from a disturbing guy who escapes from the jail in the last 3 days. So it's a mix of genres. On one hand, it's a thriller, a very intense thriller, and at the same time, it's a fantasy story with a background of science fiction, and the whole story of the family as well is a kind of drama as well. So it's a kind of tale, dark and, and tough and brutal in one heart, but at the same time, deep inside is tender and sweet. The idea came from Antonio Banderas' company. He wanted to make a movie in the south of Spain, to produce a movie. He wanted to do a fantasy movie. So Banderas and Antonio Perez, his partner, they sent me some screenplays. They knew that I had made a lot of short films based on science fiction, fantasy. I won some awards internationally, and they sent me these screenplays. I select one draft called El Verano de la Roca, which is the original title of Before the Fall, which means literally the summer of the rock, or something like that. And I start to rewrite it because I like the plot, the main plot, the original idea, because I could make a mix of genres and play and enjoy with a movie. So I rewrite it, and then it appeared. It's like now. It's Before the Fall. So it was a process of selection of the screenplays. They sent me one. I rewrote it, and then I'll start in the process of the pre-production. Actually, this one was the hardest screenplay for me as filmmaker. I mean, they offered me some screenplays, and this was a real challenge. So it was the point that really attracted me, because it was a crazy idea to make this movie, especially in Spain, because it's a movie with special effects. It's a thriller, but it's a science fiction. It's a fantasy, but it's a drama. So it was a very complex movie, and I wanted work on the characters and do it in a very psychological way, everything. So it was really a challenge in Spain. Actually, we are not used to have this kind of movies, and I wanted to somehow cross the limits of our conventional cinema in Spain and try to do something different and original. Yeah, it was definitely a challenge for everybody in the crew, for the special effects, crew, for the stunts, for all the productions, the crew, because it was a tough movie, very tough and independent at the same time. Yeah. They have to believe in the project. They have to be very careful choosing the project they want to do. If they don't write it, if they select it and they can't rewrite it, they have to do it, just to do it on their way, and to believe in the project. If they believe, and at least I see the movie. I select this movie because I enjoyed the screenplay, the movie I saw in my head, like an audience. I select the movies as a part of the audience, not as filmmaker. If I am really excited, like an audience, I really enjoy making the movie, and then the result is a good movie or a fun movie, a cool movie. So I will say that yeah, they have to believe in the project and really to get excited with the idea of see this screenplay in the big screen. Yeah, well, it's great. I know very well the festival because I was here in 2002 with my first 35 millimeter short film in the competition. So it's the second time I come, and it's great. I feel somehow like in home because since that moment I came a lot of times to Los Angeles, and I know well the city. And the festival is great. It's my favorite festival in Los Angeles, and I think it has a great selection of movies and with a high quality and very interesting point of views around the world. Because it's very the concept of the program is very international and it's great.